Have you ever wondered what truly happened during those ancient, sacred ceremonies? When kings were crowned and prophets were chosen, one ritual stood above all others, a ritual that defined destiny itself, the anointing. We often picture it as a purely symbolic act, a simple pouring of oil. But what if I told you it was something far more profound? What if it wasn't just about religion, but about literally rewiring human consciousness? The ancients believed that when sacred oil touched the forehead, it didn't just bless the person, it awakened a light within, opening the soul. And here's the fascinating part. Modern science is now uncovering evidence that suggests they might have been right. For thousands of years, sacred oils like myrrh, frankincense, and olive oil were treated with immense reverence. They were carefully pressed, meticulously purified, and stored like liquid gold. Every single drop was considered precious. Why? Because these oils contained powerful aromatic compounds. When a person was anointed, these scent molecules would travel directly to the limbic system, the most ancient and emotional part of our brain. Think about it. Those aromas didn't just smell holy or special. They actively altered a person's mood, their memory, and their emotional state. Today, we have a name for this: aromatherapy or olfactory therapy. The ancients, however, had a different name for it. They called it divine awakening. They understood intuitively that scent could be a direct pathway to transforming the inner world. But the secret goes even deeper than just the scent. The ritual itself was precise. The oil was often applied to the forehead, flowing down over a specific point. In modern science, we know this area as the prefrontal cortex, a crucial part of the frontal lobe. This is the very seat of our executive functions, our willpower, our decision-making, and our sense of self. Now, imagine the moment of anointing, the gentle, deliberate touch of the oil on the skin. Scientific studies have shown that this kind of ritualized, intentional touch can trigger the release of oxytocin. You've probably heard of it as the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. It's the neurochemical responsible for feelings of trust, bonding, and social connection. It reduces fear and anxiety. So, when a priest or prophet anointed a future king, they weren't just performing a symbolic blessing. They were, in essence, biochemically reprogramming that person's brain for courage, for leadership, for a profound sense of purpose. They were helping to dissolve fear and instill a deep, unwavering sense of trust and surrender to their new role. Let's transport ourselves back to that moment. Picture the scene: the solemn silence of a sacred temple, the low hum of a chant, the warm, flickering glow of torchlight reflecting off the surface of the glistening oil. A nervous prince kneels, his mind filled with doubt and the weight of the future. The prophet raises the vessel, speaks the ancient words, and lets a single drop of oil fall. In that one shining moment, as the fragrance fills the air and the oil touches his skin, something shifts. Fear melts away, replaced by a surge of clarity and resolve. Purpose ignites. This wasn't accomplished with modern pharmaceuticals or years of therapy. It was achieved through a powerful combination of chemistry, faith, and ritual precision. It was a form of ancient neuroengineering, hidden in plain sight under the veil of prayer and tradition. It's a stark contrast to how we approach scent today. We buy perfumes and colognes primarily to smell pleasant, to attract others, or to make a social statement. They used scent to become better, to elevate their consciousness, to connect with something greater than themselves. Every oil had a specific, intended purpose. Sandalwood for calming the mind, frankincense for spiritual awakening, myrrh for cleansing and purifying, cedarwood for strength. They believed each oil carried unique frequencies, subtle vibrations that could synchronize a person's breath, their heartbeat, and their focus. It was a holistic technology designed to bring the entire human system, body, mind, and spirit into a state of perfect harmony and alignment. And now for the real CultureZap moment, where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Researchers at prestigious institutions like Harvard have conducted studies on the effects of ritual. They found that combining intentional touch with specific aromas can significantly increase the production of alpha brain waves. These are the same brain waves that are dominant when we are in a state of calm, relaxed alertness, the same state that experienced monks achieve during deep meditation. Isn't that incredible? Ancient priests were achieving the same measurable neurological effects thousands of years before the invention of EEG machines. They didn't have the scientific terminology, of course. They called it anointing, consecration, or blessing. We call it neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. But regardless of the name, the outcome is the same: profound transformation through focused intention. The best part is, this ancient technology isn't lost. You can experience a small part of it for yourself. You don't need a temple or a priest. Tonight, find a quiet space. Take a single drop of a pure, natural oil, something simple like olive oil from your kitchen, or perhaps lavender, sandalwood, or frankincense if you have it. Gently rub that drop between your fingers to warm it, and then place it on the center of your forehead. Close your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths, inhaling the aroma. Don't look for flashing lights or ask for miracles. Simply pay attention to the sensation. Feel the warmth on your skin. Notice how your mind begins to still, how the relentless chatter begins to quiet down. That simple act, that is the essence of the same ritual that crowned kings, that healed minds, and that rewired human souls for centuries. It's a powerful reminder that these ancient rituals never truly died. We just forgot the science and the profound purpose behind why they worked. Here at CultureZap, we're dedicated to reviving the ancient science of the sacred, because the next great evolution of the human mind might not be found in a futuristic lab, but by rediscovering its oldest, most powerful secrets. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe to CultureZap for more explorations into the forgotten wisdom of our ancestors. We'll see you in the next video.